hours later after it had captured images of adults and children. Starrett is facing up to 10 years behind bars. His sentencing hearing is scheduled to take place in August. And the 4 teens charged in the death of Baltimore County first-class officer Amy Caprio have been indicted on murder charges. Each of the 4 teens face a total of 19 counts. They also face charges related to 3 burglaries and the theft of the Jeep used to run over Officer Caprio. Police say the string of burglaries started on May 21st, the day Officer Caprio was killed. Lynette?
All right, Ashley, we'll start you out this morning with the satellite and radar, where we are a little bit active this morning. We do see some showers, especially moving from the south to the north this morning. We're going to continue to monitor that as we go through the morning hours. But if you are going to be traveling back into Virginia and D.C. now, headed towards Montgomery County, a few rain showers headed for Rockville this morning. We're also dealing with some patchy fog that's gone downhill since the last time I showed you this. Parkton still about a half a mile reduced visibility. We're seeing this around Chestertown, but now we're seeing it go downhill a bit around Columbia. We only have about a mile there. And again, perspective, we like to see these numbers at around 10, at least 10. Temperatures this morning in the mid to upper 60s. And as the kids head to the bus stop, I would give them the umbrella because we could see some spotty showers through the morning as well. Now let's go check the traffic with Lauren.
Thanks, Lynette. There's construction underway on 895 that shuts down the southbound lanes between the Route 2 spur and the southwest corner of 95. There is a detour in place, or you can take 95 instead. The speed check into Baltimore looks good. No delays on 95 from Howard County or Harford County into the city. 83 is clear whether you're taking the JFX or the Harrisburg Expressway. And as Lynette mentioned, we're off to a foggy start. There's reduced visibility here on the west side of 695. Fortunately, no delays. Traveling the outer loop from 795 to Route 40 West will take the normal 6 minutes. 795 is clear through Owings Mills. If you're traveling in Howard County, there are road closures from the flooding over the weekend. Frederick Road is shut down between Ellicott Mills Drive and River Road. Ilchester Road also impacted at Beechwood Road. Ashley, Christian?
Okay, Lauren, thanks. It's 5:10 right now. President Trump says he regrets choosing Jeff Sessions to be his attorney general. On Twitter, the president quoted Republican Congressman Trey Gowdy, who said in a recent interview, quote, Trump could have picked somebody else for that position. President Trump added in his tweet, quote, I wish I did. The president has reportedly been upset at Sessions since he recused himself from the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. High-profile meeting at the White House on Wednesday. Kim Kardashian with President Trump talking about prison reform. The reality TV star was there at the White House advocating for a pardon for a low-level drug offender named Alice Marie Johnson. She's been serving 20 years in prison on that low-level drug charge. Both the president and Kim Kardashian West tweeted afterward about that meeting. She said she thanked the president for taking the time to meet with her. Now, so far, there's no word on whether any progress on that woman's case came out of the meeting. It is 5:11 right now. The creator of Ambien responding to claims that Roseanne Barr made about the drug, maybe blaming her tweet on her taking of that drug.
Yeah, well, details on the fallout from the actress's social media scene is coming up on Good Morning Maryland. It is 5:11 on your Thursday. It's called the city that never sleeps for a reason. People in New York City are known to just never slow down. They're always going, going, going.
Until this happened. There's a bunch of New Yorkers that did pause for just a moment, snapping pictures of a Manhattan marble. Check this out. It's a yearly phenomenon that's called Manhattan Henge. It's when the sun perfectly aligns with the street grid in Manhattan. It's actually the second time New Yorkers have been able to see the spectacle this month. Look at it. They're all just kind of hanging out, looking down the street. You're not supposed to look right at the sun, though, I don't think. Maybe
for picture purposes,
maybe they're closing their eyes
to.
and snapping pictures with their eyes closed. I don't know. Looks pretty neat, though, Lynette.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I have never seen that. That's something that I would love to see. And get rid of some of this fog, get rid of the clouds out there, but it's not happening anytime soon. We have more showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for today, and that's going to lead to some flooding. So let me show you what's going on. We'll take it step by step together this morning. Once again, we do have reduced visibility, some denser fog back across Frederick County this morning. We're seeing this around Thurmont, and then even as we slide over towards Tinytown, Uniontown, Westminster, over into Carroll County, still dealing with some patchy fog across that area. And then it's still not looking that great as we hop across the bay, head over towards the eastern shore around Denton and Greensboro, even back towards Easton, dealing with some of that patchy fog around Cordova and even Matthews this morning. So we do have another rough go of it. We do need to slow down if you're going to be out on the roadways this morning, which you are. In terms of the wet weather, well, that's making a comeback as well. We already had a round this morning of rain, and it was heavy in some spots. spots. And now we see a few showers working their way into Montgomery County. This will continue with that northeasterly jog. So what we have today is a flash flood watch. That's the areas here shaded in the green coloring. And this will go into effect around 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's when we'll start to see some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms taking shape, taking form. And we'll do it all over again as we head towards tomorrow as well. So when we talk about a flash flood watch, what does that really mean? Basically, a flash flood watch means conditions are favorable for flash flooding to occur. And for that warning, this means that it is imminent. This means that it is occurring and you need to take action. But when you get that watch, you need to know where you're going. Also, you make sure you don't go through flooded roadways. You want to turn around, don't drown. Remember your surroundings. And also remember that flash flooding can happen anywhere. So just be prepared, guys, because we do have more of that coming for today, possibly maybe even tomorrow. So we are watching this warm front that continues to lift off to the north, bringing plenty of moisture with it. And look at the muggy meter. So lots of moisture with it. That's outside the parking lot. We can see that we will have those dew points in the 70s and the 60s as we go through the next several hours. It's going to be a rough, sticky go of it. In terms of temperatures this morning, these numbers have been in the upper 60s, mid 60s. It is on the milder side, but we are going to stay warm as we go into the afternoon. There are those showers and thunderstorms. Look at that. Look how heavy that is as we head more towards the evening time frame. So again, guys, just keep your eye to the sky, keep it tuned to us, and we're going to try to keep you safe and get you through it. Now let's go to check the traffic with Lauren.
Thanks, Lynette. You need to avoid 895. Construction closes the southbound lanes between the Route 2 spur and the southwest corner of 95. There is a detour in place, or you can take 95 instead. If you're getting ready to commute into Baltimore, no problems on 95 from Howard County or Harford County into the city. The Jones Falls Expressway also nice and clear. It'll take just 7 minutes from Northern Parkway downtown to East Fayette Street. The Beltway off to a foggy start here in Towson, but a calm start. It'll take just 10 minutes on the outer loop from 95 to 83. Traveling the inner loop won't be a problem from York Road down to the Key Bridge. The Harrisburg Expressway in the green, 795, and Interstate 70 also problem-free this Thursday morning.
Actress Roseanne Barr made dozens of tweets apologizing for her racist social media post about a former White House aide.
She's also blaming that tweet on the insomnia drug Ambien, insisting that she's not a racist. As ABC's Matt Gutman explains, the creator of that drug is now firing back.
Fewer than 24 hours after Roseanne Barr's racist tweet that led to her show being canceled.
What's up, deplorable?
Comparing President Obama's former top aide to an ape, Roseanne was back on Twitter, now blaming that tweet on a sleeping pill. It was 2 in the morning and I was Ambien tweeting. I went too far. Tonight, the maker of Ambien firing back. While all pharmaceutical treatments have side effects, racism is not a known side effect. But today, even after trying to blame Ambien,
After my nighttime meds kick in, I'm legally dead till 7 a.m.
Roseanne then retweeting images of characters from Planet of the Apes with Valerie Jarrett's image next to them. Tonight, President Trump, who celebrated Roseanne before,
even look at Roseanne. I called her yesterday. Look at her ratings. Look at her ratings.
has so far not condemned her racist words. Instead, the president tweeting about Disney CEO Bob Iger, the head of ABC's parent company, after Iger called Jarrett personally to apologize for Roseanne's racist tweet. The president tweeting, he never called President Donald J. Trump to apologize for the horrible statements made and said about me on ABC. Maybe I just didn't get the call. Ignoring Roseanne's words completely, and when pressed on this, the White House at first complained of a double standard before eventually saying no one is defending Roseanne.
The president simply calling out the media bias. No one's defending what she said.
Roseanne firing off more than 200 tweets since losing her show and vowing to leave Twitter, even turning on some of her co-stars. Writing to actor Michael Fishman, who called her tweet reprehensible, "You throw me under the bus." Nice. And to Sarah Gilbert, who called the comment abhorrent, she replied, "Wow, unreal."
She's been all over the map with it. I wish she had just said, "I'm sorry," or like, Valerie Jarrett said, that this could be a learning moment.
And tonight, the executive producer of the show, David Kaplan, telling The Hollywood Reporter he and the writers had just returned to work on the next season. It was their first day back. Stunned by Roseanne's tweet, and now many of them out of a job. Even so, when asked their reaction, Kaplan said, "The reaction was universal disgust," adding, "We were horrified by it, and we also knew what it meant for the show. When it came to racism, there was no longer any way to accept what she was saying. Roseanne saying, "I feel bad for POTUS. He goes through this every single day." As she retweeted that Planet of the Apes image next to Valerie Jarrett, Roseanne Barr still insisting she's no bigot. "I'm not a racist. I never was, and I never will be."
Okay, other news regarding Roseanne as well. You heard she was dropped by her talent agency. Now, MGM National Harbor has canceled a performance by Roseanne Barr that was scheduled to be later this year. She was supposed to make an appearance at the National Harbor facility there in PG County on October the 12th. But as you see on the Ticketmaster website, that event has now been canceled. Not going to happen.
All right, it is 5:21. A big oops for the pharmaceutical industry.
Okay, there's a type of birth control on the recall list this morning. We'll explain why just ahead in our consumer news. 5:21 right now on your Thursday morning.
Some say Taychula, the birth control packs, they're on the recall list this morning.
That is because some of the capsules in the pill packs are placebos, and in this particular case, they were packaged in the wrong order where the active capsules should have been. If you look at the picture here, you see the dark pills there on the top of the pack. Those are essentially sugar pills, and they will obviously not prevent pregnancy. The placebo pills were put in the physician's sample packs in the wrong order. The packs that are affected have an expiration date of May of 2019. The drug maker Allergan's working on having all physicians return those affected sample packs.
Happening today, a job fair for vets at M&T Bank Stadium. It's a free hiring event for veterans, military spouses, guardsmen, and reservists. It runs from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Officials from more than 55 companies will be there. We have more information on our website, WMAR2news.com. It is 5:25. The Scripps National Spelling Bee finale is tonight. So Google has released a list of the most misspelled words by state.
And Consumer Reports making a big change, changing its review of the Tesla Model 3. ABC's Di Macedo and Candace Gibson have this morning's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Consumer Reports reverses its verdict for the Tesla Model 3.
The magazine had previously said it couldn't recommend the electric car because the braking was, quote, far worse than any contemporary car we've tested. But Consumer Reports now recommends the car after Tesla improved the brakes. A new report says shipments of smartphones actually declined slightly in 2017.
That's a first for smartphones. Sales trackers say one of the reasons is because more people around the world already own smartphones. So the National Spelling Bee finale is tonight on ESPN, and Google Trends has released the top searched how to spell words by state.
Beautiful. Top the list in 11 states. Resume is #1 in New York, New Jersey, and Colorado. And in Maine, the most searched how to spell word is Connecticut.
You'd think it would be Massachusetts.
Connecticut.
Easy.
Those are your Tech Bites. Cut.
Tech Bites, sponsored by Facebook.
We came here for the friends, and we got to know the friends of our friends. And we found others just like us. And just like that, we felt a little less alone. But then something happened. We had to deal with spam, fake news, and data misuse. That's going to change. From now on, Facebook will do more to keep you safe and protect your privacy. Because when this place does what it was built for, then we all get a little closer.
Feel the clarity of non-drowsy children's Claritin Allergy Relief, the #1 pediatrician recommended non-drowsy brand. Because to a kid, a grassy hill is irresistible. Children's Claritin. Feel the clarity and live Claritin Clear.
Who knew that my period or sex, even soap, could throw off my pH balance?
Only Vagisil pH Balance Wash has lacto prebiotic. Use it every day to help support a healthy feminine pH. Get more from your wash. Get better intimate health. Vagisil.
You're watching the station that's working for you, WMAR2 News. Now, Good Morning Maryland.
5:30 now on your Thursday. Good morning, Maryland. I'm Christian Schaefer.
And I'm Ashley James. Happy to have you with us. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Lynette Charles for a look at your Thursday forecast. Lynette, what can we expect?
All right, guys, we definitely can expect the fact that we do have those weather alerts out there this morning, and they're going to linger right through today and possibly maybe even tomorrow. We have some heavy rain with some thunderstorms going to be put down later this evening, and that's going to be the trend for the next several days. So once again, we're going to add up those rainfall totals. The weather alerts we're looking at right now is a flash flood watch watch there in the green coloring. And then back in the red coloring, we have a flash flood warning. That's basically for portions of Virginia this morning. In terms of the radar, not picking up on a whole lot right now. We will definitely take that unless you're traveling to the D.C. area. We can see this around Bethesda. We're seeing this just north of the city. And we're also looking at this around McLean this morning as well. So again, pack your umbrella because we will have some showers and thunderstorms in here as we go into the afternoon. Now let's get a check of the traffic with Lauren.
Thanks, Lynette. If you're heading out in Harford County, beware of a crash just reported in Falston. It's on Vale Road at Watervale Road. Here's a live drive on 95 at Route 24. No problems whatsoever. It will take the normal 10 minutes to travel from Mountain Road down to 695. The tunnels are also in great shape. No problems reported on the JFX. If you're traveling 695 high speeds right now, there is some construction underway on 895. One lane open in each direction between the Route 2 spur and 95. Taking a look right now in Howard County, flooding continues to impact many roadways. Frederick Road is still closed between Ellicott Mills Drive and River Road. Ilchester Road also shut down between Beechwood Road and Bonnie Branch Road. Bonnie Branch Road also closed in the area. No delays on Interstate 70. Drive times also normal in Anne Arundel County on 97 and Route 50.
All right, well, home and business owners lost everything in Sunday's floods in Ellicott City, and today they'll get another chance to see what they can salvage.
An important part of the recovery process here this week. WMAR 2 News' Megan Knight is live this morning. Megan, the county's got a pretty small window for them to get down into Main Street today.
Yeah, they'll be taking people down to Main Street from 5 until 8 o'clock tonight. In the past couple of days, they've had a much bigger window to work with for about 12 hours each day. But the county wants to be able to give crews enough time to make those critical repairs during the day on Main Street, which is why they've shortened that window for today from just 5 until 8. Now, many of these homeowners and business owners, they've been through this process once before 2 years ago, but they still showed up last night to an informational session at Howard High School. There was a good-sized crowd there, dozens of agencies coming out to answer questions. Howard County Executive Alan Kittleman also there last night to talk to people impacted by the floods.
We have a lot of resources available. We want to make sure people know what's available to them. And so that's why this is all important. We did this 2 years ago, and it was very helpful, and we'll keep the Disaster Assistance Center open so people have that opportunity.
And you can go to the Howard County government website to see the hours for that disaster relief center. In the meantime, many organizations continuing to collect donations for the flood victims. The Howard County Food Bank, they're going to be holding a collection day to day from 10 until 2. You can drop off non-perishable food items. That's what they're really looking for, especially ready-to-eat meals. You can do so again tomorrow as well. And we've got a full list of other organizations, local restaurants and businesses that are trying to help the flood victims. That list at WMAR2News.com. Live in Old Ellicott City, I'm Megan Knight, WMAR2 News.
Okay, Megan, thanks. 5:34 now. As people were rushing to higher ground in Ellicott City, people in Carroll County were also dealing with flash flooding.
Yeah, Sykesville also got swamped Sunday. Video shows floodwater swamping the bottom of Main Street, leaving the parking lot and outdoor patio of Baldwin Station Restaurant underwater, and 3 feet of water in the building's basement. Crews in the community have since pumped out the water and helped clean up the Vine on Main wine store, which was also flooded. Well, for the latest on the cleanup, recovery, and ways that you can help out, download the WMAR2 News app. It's easy to get it. Just search WMAR in your phone's app store. And if you are looking to donate, you can head to our website, WMAR2News.com, and find out.
Lots of ways on there, and the ones that are on their website are verified, so that you know you're going to a reputable place. 5:34 right now. An elderly woman's been kidnapped from a parking lot in Aberdeen. Police now searching for the people who did it.
Yeah, police say they held the woman against her will and forced her to get money out of a number of ATMs in the area. WMAR2 News' Chanel Pearman is live in the newsroom for us. Chanel, what can you tell us about the investigation?
Ashley, police are searching for 3 people who they believe are part of a larger organized crime unit targeting elderly people. Now, this is surveillance video. Police say this all happened last Friday at a Walmart in Aberdeen. 2 men seen in this video approached the victim, a woman in her 60s. There was some sort of diversion where the woman didn't know what was going on and just decided to comply with the men. The 2 men are believed to be between 45 and 50 years old. Police say they forced the woman to drive to several banks in the area to withdraw money. The men used threats against her and were able to get a large sum of money. Then a third suspect picked up the other two men and left the woman in a car. This ordeal leaving people in the area on high alert.
I keep a couple of things on me, like I keep pepper spray, and I do have a switchblade in my car, but I'm just very aware of what's going on. And if something doesn't look right, I just follow my instinct and just stay away from it.
Police say these men are likely to do this again. Anyone with information is asked to call Aberdeen Police at 410-272-2121. Ashley and Christian.
All right, thank you. It is 5:36. Getting sued over a Yelp review.
A lot of people check those reviews before you buy something or you go to a restaurant or someplace else like that. Now, one woman could be out $1 million because of a post that she made.
And summer break is almost here and kids cannot wait. But before they toss their textbooks aside, we're taking a look at what can happen if learning comes to a full stop over the summer.
Welcome back in. It's 5:39. If you don't have a rooting interest in the NBA Finals yet, if you don't care about Cleveland or Golden State, take the road team.
Yeah.
Okay? Here's why.
Because you can score a free Doritos Locos Taco from Taco Bell if a road team wins a game in the series. If it happens in games 1 through 3, you can get your free taco June 13th from 2 to 6 p.m. For games 4 through 7, you can get your taco on June 20th. For the 4th year in a row, it is the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Golden State Warriors. Tip-off is for 9 o'clock in California. You can watch it right here on WMAR 2 News. Lynette?
All right, I'll take the taco, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what's going on this morning. Visibility, it's an issue again. It is reduced out there, and it's all courtesy of the fog. And it has been going downhill once again through the morning hours. We can see what's happening around Columbia. The last time I showed you, we had about a mile. Now we're close to about a half a mile. More of the same around Parkton this morning as well. So we'll continue to monitor the fog, but we're also going to continue to monitor some scattered showers and thunderstorms that could be on the hefty side of things as we head more towards the afternoon. Still grab the umbrella this morning because we could see a few spotty showers out there. Temperatures in the mid-60s this morning, and by the afternoon we'll be in the low 80s. Now let's go check the traffic with Lauren.
Thanks, Lynette. I'm following a crash right now in Harford County. It's in Fallston on Vale Road at Watervale Road. Fortunately, no delays on 95. It's an easy commute this morning from Joppa to White Marsh and then into downtown Baltimore. Conditions also clear on 95 from Elkridge into the city. No problems reported on 83 from Parkton to Lutherville Timonium. The JFX is clear. 695 off to a quiet start here in Pikesville, but a foggy start, as Lynette mentioned. Reduced visibility could certainly be a problem as you head out, so take it slow to be safe. Be sure to use the low beams. Ashley, Christian?
All right, well, Father's Day is fast approaching, and if you're struggling to find a gift for that sports fan, you're in luck.
Here's an idea how you could score your dad the trip of a lifetime. We'll have that story for you. Plus, kids putting their spelling skills to the test. So we're going to take a look at the most commonly misspelled words for each state coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, what people here in Maryland just can't seem to spell.
You're watching WMAR 2 News with Christian Schaefer and Ashley James on Good Morning Maryland.
544, a warning before you post reviews online. You could get sued for what you say. A New York woman is facing $1 million lawsuit after writing a bad review for a doctor. Michelle Levine was sued for defamation after giving Dr. Jun Song a 1-star rating on Yelp and ZocDoc. The 36-year-old claims that the doctor gave her a false diagnosis to scare her and to collect more money. Yelp says several states have enforced laws to protect consumers from lawsuits, but New York is not one of them.
Okay, in about 2 weeks, kids are going to start getting off for summer break, maybe trade in the books for days at the pool, more time on those electronic devices.
Yeah, I know they're ready to enjoy summer, but studies show math and reading test scores for middle and high schoolers can really take a hit during the summer. WMAR 2 News' Kelly Swoop is cutting through the chaos to make sure the lazy days of summer don't hurt your kids when they get back to the classroom.
When the final bell rings, books go by the wayside and school's out for summer. But your time away from the classroom doesn't mean you have to cut out your learning.
Keeps your skills sharp. It allows them to consume a lot less electronics.
Reading is what the mom strategist Mia Redrick is talking about. Summertime reading can go a long way.
One of the things that we do in our family is something called Dear Time. And I will tell you that initially kids will moan about it. Eventually